to combat global warming, becoming the first public service agency in Kenya company to do so. The campaign, dubbed Business Ambition for 1.50C, is backed by a global coalition of the United Nations leaders, business organizations and non-governmental organizations. By committing to this ambition, Kengen is expected to establish emission reduction targets through investments in green and clean energy that will go a long way in limiting the Earth's warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade, as per the Paris Agreement of 2015. Under this arrangement, the company commits to annually disclose its greenhouse gas emissions as a way of checking and reducing its carbon footprint.
Electricity. 50% of energy consumed by Kenyans come from
All right, indeed, commendable move there by Kengen. Well, Kenya's National Development Plan seeks to make basic water and sanitation available to all by 2030. And with only 9 years to go, experts are now recommending strategic ways of financing the sector if Kenya will realize the vision come 2030. Given that development partners now contribute more than half of financing, an increase in mobilizing new sources of financing, including commercial financing for commercially viable investments, is required. As climate change continues to strain the already limited water resources in Kenya, it is becoming evident that financing and incentivizing structures need to be established to fund capital-intensive water projects and support water service delivery.
What we have come up with is a cooperative, a cooperative called Ewanso Merge Users Circle, where people contribute together, they borrow the money, they are able to do the water pans, they are able to do the drips, and we believe this can actually go a very far way in alleviating the problems of water within this region.
IWRM is normally based on 3 pillars. One of the pillars is to have an enabling environment. Without that, you cannot do integrated water resources model. So, and at that point, we have issues of having the laws in place, issues of having policies, and also you need to have financing, because once you have had the law in place, you're now able to budget for the processes that come with implementing the model.
We do have meetings with the Ngushishi team every now and then. And we do help each other as a team, especially when we have to maintain the line. Also, we do give an annual fee to Ngushishi Water Resources every year, which helps them also manage their water resources more efficiently.
Commercial farms are of help to our communities because most of the project funding, some of the retail funding, they fund the RUA.
There are issues of leadership, there are issues of decision making, there are issues of rules and regulations about sharing of resources and so on. So that issue of governance is prime, and it actually just forms like a key pedestal upon which the entire model rests. IWRM also really depends on a cooperative engagement. So there is the integration of different positions, but also the integration of the different roles of different partners.